What's going on, YouTube? I haven't done a video in a while. I've done a lot of shorts to try to make sure I'm still out there, but I haven't had a lot of stuff to talk about. But about a week and a half ago, I was at a wedding and my cousin had a Kizer knife. Now, Kizer is, I believe, made in China, but they make a pretty stout knife, I think, for what I saw from my cousin, and he interested me. Oh my gosh, English is not my best all the time. He made me more interested in Kizer knives, and I went ahead and purchased the Kizer Sheepdog. Now this is a smaller knife. I mean, to me it's nice. So I just don't got a lot of room here to flip it out. But it's a nice knife. I mean, immediately when I got it, I thought, I like the size of this. It's not too big, it's not too small. I'm really a big fan of the micarta handles. It's a little bit grippy, yet almost soft in the hand. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Anyways, let's see if I can flip that out without cutting myself. But it was just a nice knife. I carried it for a few days and I liked it. It did everything. It came sharp. This is 154 cm steel, and the model Kizer is the CO1C. If I had any complaints about this knife, it would probably be this flimsy clip. It was a little bit tight, so I tried to move it a little bit, and then it ended up bending out. Now this hasn't come out of my pocket, but you know, the clip is not as tight as it was. The blade is perfectly centered, I would say. When this came, the blade was a little bit loose, and now it's since tightened. I put a little oil on the bearings. I believe it runs on bearings, and then tightened up this pivot here. Honestly, I gave a little bit to all these. They just seemed a little bit loose, so I tightened them all up. But for, you know, an $80 knife, this thing is nice. You know, it closes, nice action. It just overall is a great knife. So let's I'm gonna compare it to some other knives for size, because why not? Here's it next to a PM2. I've been carrying a Stitch a lot lately. It's a little bit smaller than the Stitch. You know, again, but for 80 bucks, I mean, $80 isn't too much money when you look in the knife world about what you can get. I mean, this is a nice American-made knife. You can get in the 1 to 200, depending on the model, 250 range. But this, for 80 bucks, sure, why not? I mean, this is a Reich knife for Microtech, and it's a nice knife, but you can see quite a lot bigger. Maybe you might have the rat. So just to kind of show you. So I really enjoyed this knife. And then my cousin actually had the XL version of this, which I got. And look at this behemoth. Look at this. This thing borders on ridiculous. But I've been surprised because I've carried it and it has a nice carry profile. It flips open easy. I haven't had to do any adjusting. Everything came tight. So this is the Kizer Sheepdog XL. So CO1C XL. So let's put this next to this. Jeez. Look at the size difference. So this is 80, 90 bucks. I believe this is 190 bucks. This is micarta. with 154 cm. This is S35 VN with titanium. And this has a nice action. This is a beefy knife. I mean, if you are looking for a hardcore heavy knife, let's compare these now here to a Matrix. This is comparable to the Matrix in size. The stitch, bigger than the stitch. PM2, bigger than the PM2. So look, I guess my point in showing you these knives, this Kizer, is that, you know, you can get some foreign made knives that are made of quality. They're not made in the United States. And if you're, I only buy American, that's cool. I like to buy my stuff American when I can, but the reality is that when you get into materials like titanium and the better steels, you know, to get them in the sub 200 price range, they have to be built overseas. They have to. I don't know how. Labor in the United States is expensive. We have a lot stricter labor laws. Materials cost more. It's just, you know, to get that quality of knife, this quality of knife made in the United States, we're probably looking at $400 or $500. I mean, this is Japan made or China made, and it's $470. Titanium, carbon fiber inlays. So to get these materials in a knife like this, nice. So overall, this is a big beefy knife. This particular Kizer I like for everyday carry. I do like carrying a bigger knife, so this doesn't bother me. But it almost it just kind of seems freakishly big, but I like it. I mean, I like it. I don't want to whip it out at daycare because people think I'm brought a machete to the party, but I wouldn't most of the time whip out a knife at daycare anyway. But you know, big knife, very nice materials. The carry profile for the size is amazing. Centering and what came perfect. Yeah, Kizer. Shout out to my cousin Steven. Thank you for introducing me to these knives. You know, if you have any comments, you want to talk about Kizer knives, leave something in the comments. I'll most likely respond unless you just say something rude, which, you know, whatever. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Thanks so much for listening to me. You guys have an amazing day.